Hey everyone, I know it's been a while and I am so sorry that I have neglected you guys, but I've been really busy and kind of haven't been feeling well, but I'm back, so hopefully I'll be putting up a lot more reviews, also maybe some tutorials as well. And I do want to apologize for the makeup and the hair. I know it's a bit much. I normally, you know, don't do my hair and makeup like this, but I was doing like I was going for a specific look today. And sadly to say, after I did, put all my time and energy into it, I realized that I really look like my mother. And for those of you that know my mother, you probably know why. It's kind of like a little bit of an 80s look. I don't know if it's the hair or the eyeshadow, or maybe it's the pink lips, but it just reminded me of my mother. And I'm just too lazy to take it off, so sorry, but you're stuck with my mother. And this bodacious makeup and somewhat teased hair, so please, I was too lazy to take it off, so just, yeah, you'll probably won't see me like this ever again. But, to get started today, I actually have some Mary Kay things I want to review with you guys. I have a foundation primer, a eye primer, a brow gel, and a facial highlighting pen. Um, if you guys, some of you guys, I'm sure pretty much, may already have a Mary Kay lady, but if you don't, I have one. She is amazing. Um, and any of these products you can get from her. I'm going to put a link to her website down here, um, down below, so you guys can go and check it out. Like I said, she's amazing. If you want to just maybe, talk to her about it or whatever, just go and check her out. But first, I want to start with this foundation primer. It's a gel form. You wear this underneath of your foundation. And I actually have been using Smashbox Photo Finish Ultra Light Primer, but I have used the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Primer. And this comes out like it's not a gel, it's a powder. Um, and this is pretty much like the consistency that I'm used to. But this, let me see, is a gel. Um, so I really wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this, but it actually is just as good as my Smashbox primer. Um, I was really surprised. It feels like silk over your face. I mean, it just totally helps your foundation go on smoother, even if you don't want to wear foundation, if you just want to apply it for like a smoother looking skin. It really is amazing. My foundation blends well over top of it. I haven't had any problems out of this whatsoever. And another thing that I noticed, and I know that you guys see me, you know, keeping smelling it, but it smells like hot chocolate. I mean, totally like hot chocolate. Um, it's kind of strange, but yeah, love the smell. And I mentioned something to her about it, and I said, hey, that stuff, that primer that I got smells like hot chocolate. And she said, well, is that a good thing or a bad thing? And I'm like, who doesn't like hot chocolate? Of course, that's a good thing. That's a bonus. So this, definitely, definitely good stuff. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the eye primer. Um, this is what you're going to use to put underneath of your shadow, your eyeshadows. I'll put a little bit on my hands. It's a white gel. As you rub it in, you can feel that it tends to get kind of sticky, but it goes on clear. It will rub in clear. Now, all the eye primers that I have used, let me see, I think I have a couple here out, they have all been like had like a nude color to them, like kind of like a foundation-y color. This is my NYX eyeshadow base. And I kind of like that in a primer for your eye, because for me, I feel like if you have any, redness in your eyes, or sometimes, you're able to see like the veins in your eyes, it neutralizes that, and you're not able to see that as to with this, you are. So, I mean, if you like the product, I mean, that's something that you could, put up with, or even if you don't have the redness or the veins in your eyelids, it wouldn't be a big deal. But yeah. And the first time that I used this, I actually used this with a Stila palette, so it was not with Mary Kay eyeshadow, which all of Mary Kay eyeshadows are mineral shadows, which the Stila is not. Um, and I was actually really disappointed. I had a lot of fallout with the shadow. It creased really bad. I had a lot of creasing. Um, I just really wasn't impressed with it. Um, but the next time I used it the very next day, and I actually used it with the Mary Kay mineral shadows, and I had absolutely no fallout. The color went on smoothly. I was able to blend easily. Um, so I guess this is specifically made for mineral shadows, which personally me, I don't have a lot of. Um, I don't feel that mineral shadows, you get a lot of color out of the mineral shadows. But, I mean, yeah, if you're a mineral shadow user, you could invest in this. But for me, it really wasn't, it wasn't kicking it for me. So that's a no. Um, the next item that I have is a Mary Kay brow gel. And I've actually never used a brow gel before. I have a review on my e.l.f. brow kit, which is what I use every day for my eyebrows. And this pretty much just sets that in place. Once you do your eyebrows, you do the gel, I do powder. And then you just take this, looks like a mascara spoolie, and you just brush right over the color or your eyebrows, just like that. And what that's going to do is it's going to set the color. Not only does it set the color, but it also sets your eyebrows in place so that, your brows won't be moving and you won't have like crazy brows by the end of the day. So this stuff, really like it, definitely worth it. Glad I have it. And my last but not least item is the facial highlighting pen. And this right here is probably the best highlighter that I have ever used. I mean, it is like the holy grail of all highlighters. Amazing. Um, Not only, do I use this as a highlighter, but I've also used it as a concealer. It just so happens to match my skin tone. So I'll swatch it for you guys so you guys can see. And it comes up with a twist up pen, and it has like a little felt tip pen on the end, so there's, you don't get any mess with this. Taking a while to come out. See if I can get any of this out. And what I normally do with this is I'll put it, underneath the eye. I'll also, tips of the nose. I'll put it on my cheekbones. Um, I mean, another thing that you could do with it too, which I had did today, was, you know, I am, I did a bright lip today, so my 1980s lip. So what I did was I actually took a concealer brush and put it on the end of the concealer brush so that it was a little bit stiff. And I just kind of went around my lip line, so that I could get like a more defined lip. It works really well for that. Like I said, it is my skin color, so I'm able to use it as concealer. Now I don't know if you guys can see that, but I swatched it right here, and probably not because it does match my skin, but you know, just blend it in. Love it. Definitely glad I have this. We'll probably be purchasing this in the future. Um, I'm really happy with it. I mean, I can't, you know, like I said, it doubles as a highlighting pen and a concealer for me. So I got two great things in one. So that was good. And that is all that I have for today. Um, like I said, if you guys want to check out her webpage, I'm going to put a link to it down below. So there you go. And thanks for watching. Bye.